Okay, let's see how I get on today. To get some petrol today, but 147.9 at the Esso. This place is usually one of the most expensive petrol stations in the area. So I'll keep away from there for now. Chaps on bikes. They'll be going faster than me soon because the speed limit is reducing to 20 miles an hour and those guys are doing just under 30, 28, something like that, 20, 27. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on. Recycling day today. Recycling bin men have already been. We're lucky here really because the bin men come very, very early. It's 7:45 now and the bin men have long been to collect my stuff. I put it all away. They must have been there 7:15. This is the usual acceleration route towards the dual carriageway ahead. I've got a very keen Audi behind me. But to be fair, most of these are behaving today. Usually doing 30 miles an hour, these will be disappearing into the distance, but they're all behaving very well. Maybe because there's a trike ahead, not sure. But the trike seems to be accelerating away, so I don't know. The problem I've got in this little car is it doesn't have any acceleration. It's only like 70 horsepower, so it's just got no acceleration at all. And the cars that are usually behind me are big 3-litre things or whatever, you know. People are kindly moving over, which is good. The Audi will be able to get past now once all this traffic's gone. Yep, off he goes. They're not going too insane though. They're probably only doing about 70. I'm only doing 62. Skies look a little bit clearer today-ish. A few dark clouds knocking around, but it doesn't look too bad. Windscreen's looking a bit mucky. Car needs a wash again. Gets so messy going up down these dual carriageways, you know. Lorry wants to get out. I've got a car next to me, so I can't go anywhere. But now I can. There you go, lorry. Nice and peaceful so far though, no lunatics or anything. can't believe that Nissan Micra in front is a 54 plate, because the Nissan Micra I remember is the little bubble noddy car. That shape there is quite new to me, and yet it's nearly 20 years old. That's like the new shape Nissan Micra in my mind. I don't know if this will pick it up, but there's a huge solar panel park on the left hand side here. Not sure if the field of view is big enough to see it, maybe, but it's vast. I think it's one of the biggest in Europe. Huge solar panel park. You'd have thought, wouldn't you, with us having a large gas-powered power station, one of the biggest solar panel parks in Europe, and the entire coastline filled with windmills, that you get an electric discount, wouldn't you? No, no such luck. Yeah, to be fair, it does seem tempered, you know, it seems alright today. Maybe I spoke too soon, but you know. To the 50 limit now. Generally most cars do seem to behave here because you've got the roundabout and what have you, so they do, but sometimes you get the odd loony flying through the right hand lane doing about 85 miles an hour, but not today. I think that lorry's heading off to Chester, so nice. I always keep an eye on the indicators just in case they've gone the wrong way, but he seems pretty confident in his choice, so it's not too bad. Right, let's head into here. Traffic level seems low, so we might get through here without any crazies, but you never know. We'll do it 50, in the 50. Keen to get to the back of the queue, but most people don't seem too bad today. There's a white car zipping up quickly, but I think he realises he's not going to get in front and quite to the back of the queue. I think he's going to dive in behind me. Yeah, he's going to dive in behind me. Managed to get past about 10 cars though to get to the back of the queue. As you can see, there's never any point in going quick up there. There's no point in breaking the speed limit and doing 60 or 70 miles an hour like many do, because all you do is end up on this road here and instantly you're stuck behind traffic. There's always traffic at this time of the morning on this road, and sometimes it's just at a complete standstill. I've been parked up here watching magpies fighting and squirrels running around and what have you. So there really isn't any point in breaking the speed limit just to get to the back of the queue, though everyone seems to do it. I mean, the van ahead was doing at least 65 miles an hour in the 50 to get to the back of the queue. And the car behind was obviously speeding to get past the queue that was behind me previously, you know, just to get behind me in the queue. It's a daily event. I mean, today wasn't too bad. They were just going, you know, maybe 15 miles an hour above the speed limit. Some days you get people who are doing 90 miles an hour through there. They're going absolutely crazy, chased generally by something else German. So they're not really doing themselves any favours, because they're not going to get anywhere. They're just going to meet this. I mean, at least the slowdown is right up by the traffic lights today. That's really good. This is an excellent journey up this road. Nothing like during COVID though, when you used to see maybe 2 cars going the other way and you were the only one going this way. That's an experience I'll never see again. My colleague was driving to work on the M53 during COVID, and it was when it first hit and everyone was told to stay at home except for essential workers, and we're essential workers so we have to go in. And he was driving along the M53 and he came on at Hooton on the Wirral, and he was driving along, and as far ahead as he could see there was nothing on either side of the road, and as far back as he could see there was nothing on either side of the road. No cars whatsoever, none. And this is at rush hour, so you can imagine how crazy that is. Something that they'll never ever experience again. Normally it's at least this volume of traffic on each side of the road, you know. The road ahead is having some roadworks done, and to be fair to the council, I think they've done it correctly really, because the road needed essential work doing and they've started it. It's going to last for 8 weeks, but they've started it mid-July and the kids are going to be off school soon, so all of that kiddie traffic is going to be off the road. So it's quite a good time. All right, it's summer holiday, so not fantastic, but I do think it's better than doing it in June or whatever. At least that morning run traffic, taking the kids to school and what have you, and all the college kids going to college and what have you, and university as well. So they'll be on a bit of a break at the moment. So. Or very close to. So it's probably a good time to get that road shut. It does cause a little bit of slowdown. I have been parked up on that road I was just on there. But at least it's getting done, and it's slightly less traffic than normal. fuel. I've got enough to last for another day, but rather than start panicking, I'll gather some. The reason I go here is because it's cheap, basically, and the fuel's alright, it never causes me any issue. But like the Esso was £1.47. This place is £1.39. I don't particularly like to go in when they're refueling because I feel like I'm getting in the way. I know it's silly, but they've only blocked off one area, so it's not too bad. Right, I'll pause this while I get some fuel. Okay, that's another 53 quid gone. Keep an eye out for anyone scooting past. I don't think there is anyone. Yep, I think we're okay. This is Goldale Nurseries. Garden centre. Do you know what? I've only ever been to the petrol station, but I know a few people who've been here. They said it's all right. Free entry to a wildlife art exhibition, 28th to the 30th of July. It's been a nice journey so far, no crazies. No one furious about doing the speed limit, nothing like that. It's been quite alright, hasn't it? Can't moan. Can't moan. There's a vast army of traffic up behind me, which might make it difficult to get over to the right hand side of the road, but I don't really want to block it up just yet because there's cars that want to do a little bit more than the speed limit. And I don't want to particularly prevent them. It's not my place. Luckily the lights just went amber as I went through, so that's good. So I've only got one van who's scooted through just before they hit red. So now I can get over to the right hand side. I have to fight my way through 45 cars in a big long line. Sometimes here you're stuck out on the road here, you know, which isn't fun. The lights are green to go ahead, so makes it a bit nail biting. Get the window open, see if you can hear any birds tweeting or anything. A bit of air. Take my time just in case. Can't see much on this bridge. there waiting to walk around the side of the van, so take the time just in case. You never know if it's a child who's going to run out, so I always hover my foot on the brake just in case. Oh dear, it's been quite a nasty bump. There's a car on the right there that's completely destroyed. Police tape all over it. Probably a victim of that junction there. It's not a bad junction really either, you know, it's got quite good visibility. Sometimes people pull out without making enough checks, I think. Got to be really careful on the roads these days. Such a lot of fast moving traffic and unpredictable traffic, you know. This place on the left here has always got for sale signs. Oh, there we go, there's one now. I think it's an old hall. They've shut this so you've got no wind noise. I'm not sure, but I think there's an old hall up there that's been converted into flats or something. But there's always for sale signs up there, so I don't think it's a house that's constantly up for sale. I think it must be flats. I've never been up there to have a look, to be honest. Should really go up there and be nosy one day, see what's up there. Doggy daycare on the left there. Drop off your pooch while you go to work, pick them up on the way back home. Yeah, it's not been a bad journey at all really. There's a car behind me that followed me off the Chester High Road. And they're leaving superb distance and they're not going crazy. I mean, I'm only doing 48, 47 in the 50 and I've got a car right up behind me furious. Quite a nice journey, to be fair, today. That Crossroads, chap zoomed out yesterday ahead of me. Now nothing's coming out today, that's alright. These two ahead were miles ahead, so no problem with them two. I think this camera, because of the focal length of it and the wide angle and what have you, doesn't really give you an idea of just how close that van yesterday was. He was extremely close, just a few car lengths ahead when he decided on a 50-mile-an-hour limit road to pull out in front of oncoming traffic. Hedgerows and what have you these days are being left to grow, which can be a little bit of a problem for visibility sometimes, but I do agree with it though, because what they're trying to do is encourage native species back, you know, the varieties of bugs and beetles and what have you, and if it works then more power to them. I've lost my patient friend behind now. I've come onto the roundabout, so the car that's snuggling up behind me is not going to be too pleased when I drop to 30 for the 30 here. Yeah, they're not not too overjoyed. But I respect the 30 limit. You know, it's been put there for a purpose. So if it says 30, I do 30. I indicate to give them plenty of opportunity to notice that I'm clearing off so they can get past if they need to, so they can fly past now. Yeah, there we go. That's another day. What was it? Uneventful, wasn't it? It was alright, that. I'm not going to moan. I may do one tomorrow.